Hello there, lovely ones. I'm Sheila Maria. I am a psychic medium, and welcome to this video, which is called How the Karmic Board Can Help You in Your Life Right Now. So many people are caught in situations which seem to be repeating themselves, no matter the steps that they're taking for things to change. And some of the time, when I am working with people, either within a reading or an activation, what I notice is they are carrying a lot of soul contracts which are keeping them trapped in a cycle within their life. So we're only supposed to have 300 soul contracts at any one time. And this includes soul contracts with your nearest and your dearest, also anybody that you are helping and anybody that is helping you. So this involves co-workers, clients, customers, counselors, obviously your spouse, your children, and your family as well. Because each of those soul contracts is designed for us to learn and for us to teach, and together, hopefully, we all grow. So when you're carrying too many soul contracts, basically your essential energy is leaving you, and then you have less energy to do what you're supposed to be doing. So very often I will see people with past life contracts. I will see people with old relationship contracts, old romantic contracts, and especially because it's healers that I tend to work with, old client contracts that are actually causing them not to attract in new lovers, new friends, new clients, and new opportunities into their lives because they just don't have enough energy. So the karmic board is a resource that many people don't utilize. It's made up of your main guide, your spirit self, not your soul level self, your master teachers, any ascended masters that are connected to you right now, and also elders from your soul group. So what happens is that you meet with the karmic board with your life plan at various times during your earthly life to establish when you have learned as much as you can from a cycle and to review what you're trying to learn next. So at these times, a life review happens on the fifth dimension based on your relationships, your friendships, your career, your life purpose, to see if you're taking on more than you need to, and to see whether or not you've actually done as much as you can and if you're ready for the next level. So very often we have unknowingly agreed in our earthly persona that certain cycles continue because on an earthly level we're scared of losing the friendship or the relationship or the interaction concerned. So when this happens on an earthly level, the relationship or the friendship often hits a stalling point because the other soul doesn't feel compelled to take responsibility for their own growth, and you start to feel resentful and fearful because no change is happening. So at a higher level, we review the alignment between ourself and our soulmates to check that they are still within our vibrational field for the few months ahead. Very often we are so entrenched in our daily lives in coping that the toll can be so tiring on our soul, which is at the fourth dimension. We don't actually exit the astral realms that surround Earth. And when this happens, we actually don't get to where our spirit guides reside. So our spirit guides are on the 5th to the 20th frequency bands. The astral realms are 3D and 4D, and it is basically where the astral plane beings are. They've got about 10% consciousness. A lot of earthbound spirits that don't want to cross over or who haven't crossed over to Earth. And also all our fears and all our negative emotions, it's like being at the worst theme park ever. So when you don't actually exit the astral realms because you're so tired of the toll that your life is taking upon you, you actually miss the guidance of your guides. You don't get the opportunity to review what's happening in your life. And this is where, when you wake up the next morning, you feel cloudy and heavy headed. You feel fatigued before your day has even begun, and nothing changes at all. So this can be when fatigue at a soul level catches up with us and more chaos manifests than it should, and we feel that we are caught in a cycle of sod's law and bad luck. So the Karmic board wanted me to point out that you can ask them to help you with the following situations: with loved ones whose issues are making your life really difficult, to make sure that you extract yourself and put down boundaries when you are supposed to. Now, this can be different than actually helping a loved one with their difficulties, and you're contracted to do it and it's hard, but you should feel as though that's moving forward. So with me and my daughter, my youngest daughter, we are contracted to go through what we're going through. It's difficult, but it is moving forward. There are other situations when you're in a relationship, a family dynamic, a friendship, and it's just not moving. And if it's just not moving, that isn't what you're contracted to go through. So you can also ask them for help with teens or very sensitive souls that suffer from depression or behaviour issues. And very often they have picked up attachments which actually keep them from connecting with their guides when they're out of their body, and it allows the depression or the behaviour issues to get much worse than they're contracted to do. So you can also ask the Karmic board with cycles where you're just not meeting the right kinds of people. So whether there is a lack of true soulmates in your life, romantically, friendship wise, whether you're not getting offered the right kind of career opportunities repeatedly, whether you feel that you're being overlooked professionally in some way, or if you're just not calling in the right clients for you. All of these are connections which are made on the soul dimension rather than in the physical world. So often this is because you are engaging in soulmate contracts that don't serve you, and so you have no soul energy with which to call in your true soulmates from the soul dimension. So in all of the above instances, the Karmic board will appoint you a karmic guide who will help you to rise above your earthly struggles here on earth, and will work with you to help you realise it shouldn't keep being like this. And it's necessary for us to realise in our earthly self that we are stuck in a cycle that for whatever reason has kept us from being where we should and could be. So once the earthly self has realised that you're not supposed to be where you are and how it is, or we have realised that our contribution is to stay in our lane, and we put boundaries in place, the Karmic board can and will move your timeline to a higher frequency. So when you work with the Karmic board, they can instruct your guides to collaborate with the spirit guides of loved ones or existing soulmates, so that together events on the earth plane start to move on. So I actually did this last week with my daughter when we needed to see a psychiatrist quickly, and I was warned it could take days. So I connected with Orion, who connected with the Karmic board, that got a dispensation to allow mine and Jessica's guides to work together. I had a psychiatrist appointment within less than 24 hours. Okay, so this is how it can really help. So the karmic board can do several things. They can include your loved one, or would-be employer, or your would-be spouse, or your would-be client, deciding that they want something which is much less demanding for you to give. Or they can decide, the earthly person can decide of their own volition to get the help they need. Perhaps they will realise things have gone too far and they will start to own their path. Or sometimes the individual's attitude will change. Their willingness to engage with you in a different way has changed. So this could be a spouse agreeing to go to couple counselling. This could be a friend apologising to you for something that shouldn't have happened. This is where the earthly person's consciousness can kick in, and suddenly, in some way, because of the karmic board's intervention, they have a change of heart that wouldn't have happened without. So in some circumstances, the cycle that you are experiencing has nothing to do with loved ones, and it has something to do with the industry, community, or society that you consider yourself to be a part of. So this can include where you live, the beliefs and expectations of where you live. Okay, this can include the beliefs and the expectations of your family. This can include the beliefs and the expectations of your friendship circle, and also the beliefs and the expectations of the people that you work with. And sometimes that group of people are impacting on your ability to create. So beliefs such as money is hard to come by, or the earthly life is supposed to be hard, or it's best not to expect too much. These beliefs can be bought into because you live with people. Maybe you're trying to affirming something, but you just don't ever get any traction going. Maybe this is it might be that your adult kids all believe a certain thing, that mum should do everything, so you buy into that at a subconscious level, despite affirming that you're abundant in other ways. This is very much where we share auras with people. So we can share auras with people within the family, within the marriage, within the workplace, within, a yoga group. If we share an aura, beliefs are shared as well. So what the karmic board will do, they will agree that they will bring you a teacher or a mentor, or is somebody who is going to inspire you to create and believe new beliefs. They can also help you to link with a new soul group within your life, so that you start to believe you can do more, be more, and receive more. So, for example, I am now linked to a soul group of people that are demanding change. We are not accepting the systems the way that they are. I don't even know these people in my life, really, but I know that I've got a new soul group of people who is demanding the situations change, and just because a system is a certain way, it doesn't mean that's the way it should stay. Okay, so the karmic board will agree with your guides that you're going to start to be guided towards steps so that you can break the cycle of lack within your life. This is another thing they can do. So we have 12 members of our true soul group that are incarnate on Earth. They won't all be family, they won't all be friends, they won't all be people that you know. So usually we only have around 3 members of our true soul family, our true soul family, that are active in our life at any one time. Okay, so for me, that is my husband and 3 other members. So I've got 4 that are active in my life. I've also got 2 soul members that have actually left my soul group right now. So what the karmic board and your guides will do, will call in the usually up to 2 members of those 12 true soul group mates. Usually they will call them in to come into your life. So this could be a friend that supports you through a particular path. This could be somebody that you know can help you. This could be a health professional that really sees what you're saying, okay? So this is something else that the karmic board and your guides will do. So to work with the karmic board is to willingly move into the so-called unknown. Part of you will sense that you're going to be changing your life in some way, even at a persona level. Perhaps you're scared and you just do not know. It is not uncommon to suddenly develop an urge to work with someone who has knowledge that you can use, or to feel that you need to research something that you had previously disregarded. So the karmic board always state that karma is about balance, experience, and growth. And if none of these things are happening, it is often because you are operating under old soul contracts that are keeping you smaller and less powerful than at a higher spirit level you truly are. Did you know that if we have more than 300 soul contracts, we cannot manifest what we should on earth? So it may be time to sit quietly and ask your guides for a sign if a cycle that's repeating is actually taking you off the path. And if so, get the karmic board involved. If you need any help with this, I offer activations, clearings, training, readings for all areas of your life. We are here to help you to help yourself, and you can find my services over at www.sheilamaria.com/my services. And do check out my new spirit crystal class. So this is where we are working with angelic and galactic energy crystals, and along with a free attunement to my guide spirit, we are teaching you which energy crystals not of earthly origin you can ask to be placed in your loved one's aura, and you can cue these crystals so that transformation is going to happen in a way that is best for them and best for you. So if you do want to learn something that I know you cannot get anywhere else, do check out my Spirit Crystal Workshop, which is on May the 28th. It's a 4-hour class, and you can pay in 2 installments as well. For now, though, I want to wish you a wonderful afternoon. I am sending you so much love, and goodbye, my darlings, for now.